Thank you, President, my question is to the Minister for Emergency Services. Minister, on January 4, the Erica CFA Brigade was informed that the feminine hygiene waste disposal service supplied to the station since 2011 had been cancelled, with the volunteers being told a plastic bag and a labelled bin is the future alternative. Minister, noting the Erica Brigade is now approaching 50% female membership, is this how the Allen government shows respect to female volunteer firefighters?
Minister.
Thank you, President. I thank Ms Bath for her question, and I had this brought to my attention at the end of last year, and as you'd appreciate, it's not a matter that the Minister is responsible for in relation to the provision of waste disposal matters. It's a matter for individual brigades. I take your point from the question that you have raised that we should have facilities that accommodate and encourage women volunteers, and that is all part of a dedicated funding stream that we have to ensure that we have better facilities for women so that there's no barriers to their participation in the CFA in particular and of course our other emergency services. In relation to this specific matter, it is a matter for that particular brigade. It is a matter that I have been made aware of and I have made my own inquiries.
Ms Bath, a supplementary.
Thank you, President. And the Minister might like to share what her inquiries have been fruitful about learning. Minister, is it your government's policy to starve Victoria's CFA of funding to the point where cost-cutting measures include cancelling a service that provides dignity and inclusion to female volunteers?
Yep. Hang on.
Order.
You're telling fibs.
Order.
You are telling fibs.
Order. Minister.
Thank you, President. And Ms Bath, I will probably pick up some of the interjections in terms of I receive a lot of correspondence, particularly from the National Party, who've failed to forget the lack of investment and the neglect that they provided our volunteer organisations when they were in government. And it's fine. I will.
Ms Bath, on a point of order. So, Ms Bath, on a point of order.
On relevance, bring her back to the question, please.
I'll bring the Minister back to the question, Minister.
Thank you, President. Ms Bath, I'm happy to take some of this offline. There are some matters that I would be concerned about breaching in relation to people's private information. As I said, it is not a matter for me to direct the contract provision of individual brigades. This is a matter for this individual brigade, and there's a little bit more to the information that I've been provided, but it relates to people's private information. So perhaps you can bring to me the information you have, and you and I can have a conversation about the information I have. This is not as simple. My information is not simple about provision for women.